Good morning, good morning, good morning, Queens. Rise up. You know how we do. Yes, this is Queen Rise Up Women Empowerment, and we empower all women to know their worth. Because, Queen, guess what? You are worth something, but you got to know that for yourself. Queen, get up, make the devil mad that your feet has hit the ground. Come on, put your foot on the jugular of his neck this morning. Listen, I need you to rise up from the inside out. You know how we do around here. We're not rising from the outside in because it don't even work that way. Listen, the inside out. Get into your spiritual positions. Get to the front line. Listen, get up, woman. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but Queen, I want you to know that you are valuable. You are worth something, but Queen, you have to know that for yourself. Can't nobody tell you that. Can't nobody make you believe that. You have to know that for yourself. Can I say that? And when you start to believe that you're worth something, you start to believe that you're valuable, you will start working in that order. Can I tell you, your decisions for your life will change. Can I tell you, you will start not to accept the unacceptable. Get up, woman. I am calling you up this morning. It is time to rise up to your feet. Listen, I want to make sure this morning that you are dressed and ready. Are you dressed and ready for battle this morning? Listen, I want to first thank everyone who have joined me, who have supported the purpose. God, I thank you for the women. I thank you for sharing. I thank you so much for doing that with me. But listen, I need you to get up and get ready. I need you to lock and load this morning, and we're going to go to Ephesians chapter 6. It's a little bit much, but I need you to lock and load, get you prepared for battle, because I'm going to tell you something, Queen. You're getting ready to make life choices. Listen, you're getting ready to change your life around. You're getting ready to change how you've been living for a long period of time, Queen, but it's going to be up to you. Can I say that? But before you go out, decide to make changes, decide to decree and declare things over your life, let's get dressed for battle. Ephesians chapter 6, 11 through 18. Let me see if I can just break them down, but I need you to go back into these because I'm going to break them down because, listen, God says to you this morning, he needs you to put on the whole armor, not half the armor, but whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Because when you're getting ready to change your course of your life and make decisions that may affect not just you, but everyone that's attached to you, Queen, you got to make sure you got the whole armor of God on, because I'm going to tell you something. You're going to come up against the wiles of the enemy. Can I say that? And understand the decision that you're getting ready to make, Queen, listen, is not with a people, person, place, or thing, because we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, principalities, rulers, and wickedness in high places. So I need you to get up this morning on this weekend, Friday, stir that thing up from the inside out, not the outside in. Listen, take on the whole armor of God. Listen, then you got to stand and gird your loins up with the belt of truth. Listen, the breastplate of righteousness. And I always say, put your feet, make sure because wherever you go, you need to make sure your feet is prepared with the gospel of peace. Queen, get up. I want you to lock and load this morning because you're getting ready to make a life change concerning your life. And listen, whatever you do, you got to be able and willing to take the risk that's come with it. Because let me tell you something, when you begin to make the life changes on your life, you are going to have to take the risks that come with it. Good morning, Queen. Good to see you this morning, Gladys. You're going to have to take the risks that come with it. Because when you start making life choices, you're going to be disliked. I'm going to tell you. Matter of fact, you won't even get invited to the party. Listen to me, Queens. I need to tell you this morning. Listen, so you got to be dressed for a battle. I make sure you got on the helmet of salvation and do all things through prayer and supplication. Can I say that? But listen, let me tell you something. You have to first, when you start making those life choices and changes for your life, the first thing you're going to have to do is deal with your issues. Can I say that? I had this conversation on yesterday, and I began to ask God, what do you want to say? This morning, he said, tell them I said, start making life choices, because in life choices, Queens, guess what's going to happen? You're going to have to deal with your issues. You're going to have to deal with your emotions. Listen, it is important because a lot of times we want to deal with the other person, but let's stop dealing with everybody else and let's now deal with ourselves. What's going on with inside of you that's stopping you from getting to that place? What's going on inside of you that's stopping you from making that decision? Come on, Queen. What's happening inside of you? Because a lot of times we finger point. Good morning, Marsha, Queen. Good to see you this morning. We're not finger pointing this morning. Listen, we're going to do it this way. What's going on in your life, Queen? I said a better life. So to make a better life, you're going to have to make better changes. Listen, and sometimes we go to these repeat tests, and the reason God sends us through the places is so we can pass the test. Have you passed the test? No. Have you repeat place? That means you have to take it over again. I don't know about you, but when I go into my tests or into my places and realize, God, this is what you want from me, you have to go through the process. And you're going to have to go against opposition. You're going to have to go against yourself. I love the word issues. Is you. Issues. It's you. Issue. It's you. Listen, we want to blame everybody else for what's going on in our life. You want a better way? Come on, Queen. Open up the door and make a better way. Let me just share something with you. And I do this because I want you into my life a little bit. Give you a little piercing into my life. A few years ago, I was financially challenged. When I had to make a decision, I had no income. I had no money, none whatsoever. And so this time on this run, when I came back from the issue of life, I learned that I would never be broke again. Listen to me. Did you learn from the first time? Y'all, listen, when I went away and I was broke, can I tell you absolutely nothing? And I came back and I said, listen, this time will be different. So, because money was a manipulator. Money was a manipulator in a part of the process of my life, and so I was manipulated by money because it was like if she has no money, it'll bring her down. She has no money, it'll stop her from progressing. But Queens, I got news for you. Did I learn from the last time? Absolutely. So listen, I came back on this run, and I said, listen, I'll never be broke again. And so I had to learn how to change my net worth. Now I'm working on changing my asset value. So once you change your mindset and pass the test that I will never live this way again, you're going to have to take some risks. So I had to come back and change the way I started thinking about my financial status. I had to start thinking about, okay, God, what is my assets and my liabilities and how do they measure up? I had more liability than I did assets or net worth at that time. So I had to make a decision because I would never, and making your decisions, you never let money rule you. You let no one else manipulate you with their money, because I'm going to tell you something, Queen, if you do that, you'll be down and out. Now, there were some decisions I had to make. I had to get up and go get a job. Yes, I did. There were some decisions I had to make, how to save your money and your income. Queens, and the reason why I'm going this way, because I'm talking about making life choices. If you've been somewhere already and you're tired of being in that place, you are going to have to make some life choices, but you're going to have to find out what the issues are. Now, before I started this segment, I said lock and load. I need you to lock and load according to Ephesians chapter 6, 11 through 18. And this was putting on, and 6 through 18 was putting on the armor of God, because I know I was getting ready to enter into a place, and you got to be, when you're getting ready to enter somewhere or exit out of something, you got to make sure you are battle ready, because dealing with your issues, you're going to battle. Ephesians chapter 6, 11 through 18 is just talking about putting on the full armor of God. So before you go out to get or make that change or that difference in your life, make sure you are fully dressed. And because I'm telling you, you're going to come up against opposition. Can I say that? But Queen, it's going to be up to you to change your life course. Can I tell you? Listen, if you are in the same place that you were before, Queen, listen, you didn't pass the test. Pass it this time. And how you pass it is dealing with yourself, dealing with your issues, dealing with your emotions. Queen, listen, this thing is serious this time. You don't want to be the same woman you were yesterday. Let's change to another better you today. And Queen, how do you do it? You do it by the word of God. Can I say that? Make sure he's leading, he's guiding, he's instructing you. But Queen, listen. Now, the risk you have to take, you're going to take some risk. Are you willing to take the risk for your life? Because I'm going to tell you, once you start making them decisions, Queens, you're going to be disliked. Can I tell you? Matter of fact, you're going to be disrespected. Can I tell you what? You might just be isolated. But when you start making those choices and those decisions for your life, Queens, listen, that's when it's time to cut some people out, to cut some things out of your life. People, places, and things, you're going to have to detach from them. And maybe everyone won't understand your steps that you're getting ready to take. But Queen, listen, understand, first of all, your steps should be ordered by God, number one. Two, you got to make a decision up in here that I no longer want to live like this, and that enough is enough. And then three, you got to make decisions to deal with the things that are happening. How can you change something if you won't deal with it? Come on, Queen. You can't change something you won't deal with. And I'm going this route this morning because I can come in here and lock and load you, but you never move. Listen, you need to be able to move from one place to the next. You need to be able to move in the spiritual realm. Come on, Queen. You got it. 18. It only goes up to 18. But listen, the first one says Ephesians 6, 11 through 18. And they're just talking about putting on the whole armor of God. Because before you get out in your morning and start your day and put your foot on the neck of the enemy, you need to be prepared for what you're getting ready to do. Do you understand? You need to be battle ready. You need to be gird up. You need to make sure you have the belt of truth, because you need the belt of truth to have the right perception on that thing you want to move out of. Queen, what is it in your life? Only you know that. Nobody knows that better than you and God. What's in your way? What's in your life? What's holding you up? What's holding you back? Deal deal with the issues and be able to manage them along with your emotions. And don't be afraid to take risks. Listen, I'm talking about life changes on your life this morning. Listen, and whoever's supposed to go will go. Whoever's supposed to be will be. And I believe that. Queen, listen, are you ready to move to the next place? Listen, and then the value for your life, it matters. Queen, I don't know why God led me this way, but listen, the value for your life, it matters. How much do you value you that you're going to keep allowing someone to treat you a certain way? You're going to have to make choices about your life. Listen, Queen, do you value yourself enough to say enough is enough? Do you value yourself enough to say this morning, I will no longer live this way? And when I say this doesn't mean to point the fingers at someone. This doesn't mean to tell them about themselves. This means to deal with yourself. Because once you start adding value to you or understanding who you are, Queen, there's some things you're just not going to accept. You ever see they take a diamond and they're looking at the magnifying glass to make sure the diamond is real and has its value? Come on, Queen. God has his eye on you. Can I tell you? Listen, but you got to know your value and your worth this morning. Listen, and make sure when you're going through this process that you keep the right perspective. Understand that everything that you go through and the decision that you make is attached to your purpose on your life. Queen, know that God loves you. He loves you more than you can even imagine. Can I say that this morning? But listen, we're making life choices. Happy Friday, matter of fact. So what is your life choice that you need to make concerning you? It is important what you do. Me, I pull plugs and I pull real hard. Can I tell you, when I pull things, I pull hard because I know that the decisions that I make will be everlasting. Can I just say that? They're everlasting choices. So Queens, remember, when you make your choice for your life, there are choices that will affect the rest of your life. Now, you can make bad choices, good choices, but you're going to have to choose. If you make a bad choice, you're going to live with your consequence. Can I tell you? Listen, and I am a witness on that. When I am still reaping from something I did in 2009, He's forgiven me, but I have to pay the consequence. And I'm telling you something, it is not pretty. So Queens, make sure your decisions that you make are beneficial to the rest of your life. Can I say that? Come on. That's it. My prayer. Come on, Queen. Praying always. You got it, Queen. Praying always in supplication and with prayer in the Spirit. And watching, therefore, with all perseverance and supplication for all saints. Prayer and supplication in the Spirit. Queen, make sure you are battle ready for your life, because you are getting ready. Whether it's life choices on your marriage, whether it's life choices in your children, your finances, your ministry. Listen, Queen, it is up to you. You hold the card. Can I tell you? You hold the own card to your own life. And listen, a lot of times we make a decision, then we go backwards on the decision that we make. When you make that decision on your life, you hold on to it until whatever you want out of it or what God has said concerning it comes to pass. Come on, the choice you make today will affect your tomorrow. Amen, Marshall. You got it, Queen. Yes, it will. Can I tell you? Listen, so make sure you make wise choices. Make sure you make choices that will edify who God say you are. Make sure you're making choices that goes with your purpose and the plan for your life, Queen, because you're absolutely right. Come on, 2009. Matter of fact, it might be some other choices I've made that I feel I might be reaping from, because I'm telling you, sowing and reaping, can I tell you, it's a principle whether it's good or bad. So if you've sown some seeds into a ground and they were not good seeds and they produce, Queen, you get that back. Can I tell you, there's no way out of it, because God is a God of principle. But if you sown good seed, can I tell you, you're going to get back the seed in the ground that you sown. He's a God of principle, and He's a God that cannot lie, or the Son of Man who cannot repent. Listen, Queen, I need you to get up this morning, guys. So make that life choice. And I'm telling you, some of the choices you're going to have to make are going to be sacrificial, but let me tell you, they're going to be beneficial. Can I say that? Sacrificial, but beneficial. I just want you to know that. And listen, and make sure that when you get to that hard place or that test again, that you pass it this time. Pass the test. Manage your emotions. Manage your issues. Listen, take the risk and understand there's risk and rewards. Not just the risk, but there is reward for the choices that you make. So, Queen, this morning, whenever you're getting ready, understand you got to be dressed for battle, and that is according to Ephesians chapter 6 and 11. Don't go out on your head unprotected, because the enemy is going to come for your mind and your choices. I'm telling you. And you know how sometimes you make a decision, well, I'm not going to call this, I'm not going to touch this, I'm not going to go back to that, and then you find yourself touching, calling, inboxing the very thing you said you weren't going to touch. Let me tell you something, Queens. When you make your decision and you stand on it. Did you I call it putting stakes in the ground. You hear me? And if God doesn't say move the stake, don't you move. Listen, there's a decision you need to make for your life. You cannot be afraid in this thing. You have to be bold and fearless. Listen. So he said, listen, I've given to you dominion, authority, and power to tread over serpents. I've given you that. So if you're going to face some demons in your life or some issues in your life, listen, Queen, you cannot be afraid. And understand that God is with you. I don't know why God came right this morning this way. I just woke up this morning and said, Lord, what would you have me to say to your daughters? He said, it is time to make life choices. And I was like, okay, God. And so if they're making life choices, what do they have to do? You have to outline your issue. You have to make a decision, a good decision, and deal with your issues. And then he said you got to deal with your emotions. Listen, I don't know who I'm talking to today, because let me tell you, said not if they're only going to be a better you, but your environment will be better. Come on, how you handle things will be better. Listen, but you got to make sure you are dressed and ready for the position that you're getting ready to take in your life. Because Queens, listen, you're finna pull rank on your life this morning. Can I say that? Are you willing to pull rank? Are you willing to level up with yourself this morning? Because Queen, listen, it's up to you. Nobody else can do this thing but you. Can I say that? So look at your life, whether you got to make some check marks or some assessments on your life and say, look, I need to change right here. My attitude needs to change. The way I talk to people needs to change. The way I perceive people needs to change. Come on, Queen. Listen, that person that's on my life needs to get up or get off. Whatever that thing is, you need to make those choices in your life. And now, let me tell you now, when you start making these choices, expect opposition. It comes with it no matter what. You cannot omit it when you start making life choices for your life. But Queen, I know about you, but I believe in making life choices so I can get to the purpose and to the plan and to the destiny of my life. Queen, listen, I need you to rise up. And this rise that we're talking about is from the inside. Dealing with issues, they're in the heart. Can I say that? They're in the heart. The issues of the heart. Because what they say, out of the heart flows the issues of life. Come on, life choices. That's it, Queen. And sometimes, can I just say this? Sometimes we are afraid to make life choices because of the risk that comes with that choice. What we're going to lose, what we won't have, who won't be there. Listen, Queen, if God is doing new things daily and he's a God of an abundance, that means he'll replace things. That means he'll cause a peace and a calm to come when you're walking through those hard places. Listen, Queens, rise up. I'm telling you, it is coming up to the next level, coming up to the next platform of your life. And some of us has been in one place for a long time. Or when we get to that place that God says yes, we don't stay consistent or we don't stay focused. You got to stay focused, Queen. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but woman, get up. Woman, rise up. Woman, deal with whatever needs to be dealt with, Queen, because God got you. Listen, ladies, it is 7:03. I got to get up out of here, but remember, life choices and everything that you do will affect your tomorrow. Can I say that? So listen, make sure you are making wise choices. Make sure you're making choices that's going to not just benefit yourself, but those among you, your purpose, and your plan for your life. So Queen, I need you to get up and to rise up and listen, make that life choice. Can I tell you? Listen, it is the weekend, baby, and I am excited about it. I will see you ladies on Monday, 6:45, 7 o'clock. I want to thank you guys for joining me. You know how we do. And yes, I have a new book coming out. I cannot wait. It is coming soon. I'm excited about it because Queen, guess what? It is time to rise up. Yes, it is. It is your time. That's the name of the book. It is your time, Queen. Rise up. So just look for something forward to come. I'm excited. Let me just say that. And for those who have went to Zazzle.com and put in Queens Rise Up, thank you for ordering your cups, your t-shirts, your hoodies. Thank you. May God bless you. Because I'm gonna tell you something. You sow into good ground. I promise you, you get it back. Can I tell you, my God, I thank you for sowing into my ground. My God, I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. And listen, thank you, Marsha. Listen, Queens, happy weekend, baby. You said it. And don't forget to go to Queens Rise Up, which is my queensriseup.com, which is my blog. There's something in there for every woman. I'm sure there is. Listen, and then you have any questions or concerns, inbox me. And and email me at queensriseup1@gmail.com. Listen, Queens, share this video with some woman because that woman needs to know that she's getting ready to make better life choices. Can I say that? And that she needs to soldier up. She needs to gear up. Come on, no soldier goes out to fight without being battle ready. Can I say that? Or being suited up. So listen, somebody share this video with some woman. Tell her I said get up. Rise up from the inside out, not the outside in. It is her time. Listen, I love you, ladies. God bless you and have a wonderful weekend. See you on Monday. And let's God say something else different. But know that I love you. God bless you, and I'll see you on Monday.